state officials expressed disappointment with the results of the Netanyahu-Obama meeting that took place at the White House on Monday. The Israelis acknowledged that there are differences in opinion and different perspectives when it comes to the question of time with regards to Iran. The Israelis also said that they wanted Americans to change their rhetoric. The U.S. says that when Khamenei decides to make a bomb, that would be crossing a red line, whereas Israeli concerns primarily stem from past differences with the U.S. on the Iranian nuclear issue. For years, Israel asserted that Tehran was working on a military nuclear program, while Washington refused to accept the Israeli intelligence analysis. It took the Americans 2 years to become persuaded. Nevertheless, Israeli officials were in fact pleased with the U.S. assertion that Israel has the right to act. Britain, China, France, Germany, Russia, and the United States have agreed to restart talks with Iran over its controversial nuclear program. The offer came despite Iran's recent refusal to allow international inspectors to probe alleged nuclear weapons projects. The negotiator expressed optimism that renewed talks could resolve the diplomatic impasse. Although Iran said Tuesday it would allow international inspectors to visit a key suspect site, it also made clear that the conditions for such a visit had to be settled first.
Entonces no te disfraces, majonche. Mientras más te empeñes en disfrazarte.
The Anti-Defamation League has voiced concern about blatant anti-Semitism in the Venezuelan presidential campaign directed against opposition candidate Enrique Capriles Radonsky, who's running against incumbent Hugo Chavez. An article attempted to discredit the candidate's credentials based on his Jewish ancestry. The article, titled "The Enemy of Zionism," also promoted the classic anti-Semitic stereotype of a global Jewish cable, reminiscent of the protocols of the Elders of Zion. Tzipi Livni was listed among Newsweek's 150 women who shake the world. Livni, the only Israeli woman featured on the list, was described as the first female opposition leader in Israel's history. Livni quickly rose through government ranks, through her first appointment in 2001 to being sworn in as the first female vice prime minister 5 years later. Currently the head of Israel's largest political party, Kadima, Livni is one of the most powerful women in the country. Livni said in response that she was glad Israel was represented in a positive connotation of powerful women, especially at a time when Israel is often mentioned in connection to the discrimination of women. Israel is the world leader in medical marijuana use. While Israel could serve as a model for other countries on how to use marijuana medicinally, the health ministry was given a briefing this week on parts of this operation that need to be improved. There's medical marijuana being sold on the black market, and the fields to grow the drug are not properly secured to prevent theft. Approximately 15 tons of medicinal cannabis are stolen each year. Most medical marijuana fields do not meet the police's standards.